Hi guys, my name is Tatiana, Life and Glow Wellness, and in this video I want to do a kind of divination video for you. So what we are going to do is that I will choose 12 crystals out of, this big pouch of crystals. I believe there are 35 there, some of the popular crystals which I personally use. And so I will choose one for a specific sign. And this could be for you either a moon sign or sun sign or ascendant. It's up to you how you decide for yourself. Or even if you have all of this in 3 different signs, you can kind of work with 3 different crystals or whatever you connect more. Another way to decide on the crystal is also to choose a number from 1 to 12. For example, Aries will correspond to number 1 and then Pisces to number 12, and that you will know which crystal you draw. This video also is not tied to any specific year or month. You can watch it anytime and create your own rules, how you choose your crystal, and still I think it can give some insights. And actually, if you watch it some other time, second or third time, you can create your own question. For example, you can say, I want to know which crystal will help me with this and that. And then choose a number from 1 to 12, and still that would be your answer. So it's kind of like a multitasking video, I suppose. There will be also part 2, so stay till the end. And I will explain you later what we are going to do with that. I'm going to mix them again and choose a crystal for Aries. Oh, that's kind of unexpected. That's number 1 if you use numbers, and it's fuchsite. We call it fuchsit in Russian. It's one of my favorite stones. I don't know if you guys can see it. It actually really shines in the light. And this crystal is basically for soothing. So I assume that maybe you need something to kind of become less active and more in the flow and, being in the moment, not only active but also relaxed. So that's my interpretation for today. Why not we just join them together, because I think what if the same crystal is necessary for different signs? Okay, so and this one would be for Taurus. So this is heliotrope, as we call it, and it's bloodstone. Also, it's very nice, like it has this opaque green color. This is mainly for health, I think, and other properties you can read for yourself, but overall it's a good stone for those who, so need some kind of health boost. And this one is also number 2 for those who use the numbers. So now I'm going to choose for number 3 and for Gemini. Oops. And Gemini got actually 2 stones. I didn't mean to do that, but they're so tiny. It just happened by chance. Sorry guys, my neighbor is very loud doing something on the balcony. So in case there is noise. Speaking about Gemini, you know which kind of rules that house our neighbors. And maybe this stone is for you kind of like, chariot, is to be more authentic, to I think I might have to re-record it. He just keeps going like an elephant, and opening the door back and forth. I'm not really lucky with having silence when I'm recording, because each time I try to do it, someone starts drilling or vacuum cleaning or moving furniture. Anyways, let's wait for silence. So chariot is it's a good stone for transformation, and in the way that it's important to keep your authenticity when you go for some things, right? And chariot helps you to kind of create reality you want, but at the same time to stay authentic. And pyrite, because Gemini's got 2 stones, lucky Geminis. This is a stone for attracting, clients, for some business, and maybe a certain type of, mental inspiration, I would say. Actually, we are gonna put them back because that's how I decided to do it. Okay, so now I'm going to choose a stone for Cancer and number 4. Oh, okay. So that's rose quartz, as many of you can recognize. And, rose quartz probably everyone knows what it means, but essentially I think it's for peace and for love. And Cancer usually have more sensitivity than some other signs, and so it's important to keep inner peace, as I think for everyone nowadays. All right, so now I'm going to choose a crystal for Leos. All right, so that's Turitella agate. This is a really lovely, beautiful, unique crystal. And, you know, Leos, I guess it could be for if you are trying to get pregnant maybe, or maybe you gave birth to a child and then just to get you back to connecting to yourself because it's a new reality for you. Also, it can be an inspiring stone, like for self-confidence and inspiration for writers and some type of creativity process, but not necessarily maybe getting ideas, but more of being comfortable at doing that. That's just what comes to me right now in terms of interpretation. And again, guys, I'm reminding you that feel free to research more and Google and learn about that stone. Maybe something will resonate with you, and share with us in the comments, all right? Leo is also number 5. All right, so now I'm going to do for Virgos, and actually I'm Virgo Moon and Virgo Ascendant, so let's see what we have. Again, too, no, I don't know why Gemini and Virgo's Mercury is being, you know, active now. Turitella agate again. Okay, so I guess same as for Leos, you know, some kind of, you know, connecting to yourself and self-confidence, and possibly something connected to writing. Yes, and security. I think it also comes to security. And this is a moonstone. Moonstone, as many of you know, this is more of a peach moonstone, I guess, or mixed here, like gray, white, peach. Very pretty one. So this is also for security and for connecting to divine, you know, for some kind of feminine energy. So even if you're a man, that's fine. So it just means that you might need to connect to more of a moon and feminine energy right now. Now, in terms of meanings of crystals, I'm not going to give a lot of different meanings because there's so many of them. I encourage you to go and research on your own because there's so much available nowadays on that, and it's kind of fun to read more about each specific crystals. There are also different stories tied to them, maybe some, you know, myths or where they come from. So it could be like a fun thing to do, you know, in your free time to learn more about one specific crystal. Okay, now comes Libras and number 7. Oh, okay, it's so interesting because these stones I probably wouldn't associate with Libra, but why not? So this is Tiger's Eye, and Tiger's Eye is the 3rd chakra stone, and this one is for confidence as well, for being able to connect your ideas, you know, in terms of like projects, bring them to reality, and also for luck in finances and some kind of, you know, maybe even to some extent in communication. I'm not sure why it came to me right now like this, because Libras are often quite sociable. And in your case, perhaps it's also about, you know, finding balance between how much you give, how much you take. This is not specifically what I associate with Tiger's Eye, but it's just what came to me right now. Okay. Next one is Scorpio. Well, that's easy because labradorite is kind of like a Scorpio stone in general as well. So guys, yes, maybe again you need to work with labradorite, and it can help you to find some kind of transformation. Perhaps you're in a transition in some way, maybe even some critical situations. Sometimes it happens, you know, in life. But labradorite helps us to be open to change and to also possibly get some kind of insights on how to process all this, how to move forward. Scorpio is also number 8, and if you're also someone working with divination, labradorite is a great stone as well. Now I'm going to choose for Sagittarius, number 9. Sagittarius again got 2 stones. I feel like I should probably do 2 stones for each sign. Anyways, this is just my first video as an attempt. Hopefully, you know, your numbers will work as well. So 2 stones here, black tourmaline and citrine. Citrine, look how pretty it is, you know, very bright and positive. It really is something which helps your inner child, you know, come forward in a good way, and just reminding yourself that whatever is going on around, life still goes on, and there are still always some things to be joyful about. I know that some people might not be in the best conditions right now, but that's why if there is a chance, even you can Google for pictures of citrine or whatever stone you chose, and just look at those pictures and perhaps, you know, print them or just save on your phone and work with them. So this is for keeping the optimism, I think in this case, a kind of bright spirit as well. And tourmaline is something for grounding and for dispelling, you know, bad energies, and for cleansing your space, perhaps any EMF and something like that. So I think it's an interesting combination. I make jewelry out of natural stones, and I don't remember ever combining them because they both are quite expensive, can be quite expensive depending on the grade, but it's an interesting combination to keep both, you know, like connect third and first chakra. All right, so that was number 9 in Sagittarius, and now number 10 in Capricorn. So we have another chariot here, and I guess for Capricorns it could be also to not only maybe focus on practical stuff, because they are always concerned about some kind of practicality from my experience and observation. You know, I have 2 planets in Capricorn, although big 3 are in different sides, but maybe you also need kind of to tap into some kind of magic. I'm not saying necessarily the magic, or I don't know much about it, like how people practice, but it's more over being the magician of the reality, you know, to not only look at very concrete things, but also just even manifestation for your thoughts. That's just what came to me with this one. And that was number 10. All right, so 11 and Aquarius. All right, so actually, guys, I chose, for some reason, I don't know why, the same stone, and I was using my left hand. I'll go on and keep this crystal for the Aquariuses because that's what we've got. I'm Aquarius sun. I guess maybe just many people need energy of tiger's eye. And again, like also it could be tiger's eye family, right? So cat's family, cat's eye, whatever it's called, bullseye, you know, eagle's eye, I think, if I'm not mistaken. So there are different types and different colors, so you can look at that as well. So Aquarius people tend to kind of think a lot and analyze in some way, and also kind of be in their own reality to some extent. And I suppose that this crystal can help them to focus on what needs to be done now, and what is really able to bring some kind of support, you know, in life, and maybe a certain type of, you know, project. If you do a project, then it can be a good stone for project management as well, and staying organized. That's just what I think. Okay, now number 12 and Pisces. Also, they've got 2. Okay, so rose quartz, and oh my god, again, no. I don't know what to do with that. So tiger's eye. So I don't know, maybe each of us needs some kind of tiger's eye right now. So I'm curious to know how you would use it and for what. Okay, so these are your stones, dear Pisces, and I don't think I would associate them together much, like in one type of jewelry, but maybe you could. So I assume we can just put them one on the 4th chakra and the other one on the 3rd chakra and use them like that. Yeah, and it's apparently about connecting your will and your heart, you know, so that what you desire truly, is correlating well with what you the plan you have. Okay, I might have to re-record this video. So these were the crystals for 12 signs of zodiac, or maybe you chose a certain number. Now, for those who had only one crystal, you guys feel free to choose, the one which resonated with you the most. That's also fine. And you can put in the comments why you liked it and how you used it, for what type of insights you've got. I also decided to add house cards, to help you to figure out what specific house matters might benefit from using that crystal. All right, so we'll choose it for each sign of zodiac. Again, or you can choose the number from 1 to 12. So for Aries, it's 12th house. So 12th house is, as you know, kind of something hidden, some subconscious, and places of isolation. So if you don't know 12th house meanings, just make sure to learn more about this. Okay. Now, Taurus is 4th house. That's family, home, your security. I chose all 12 houses, so each sign will have a choice from 12. Gemini, 10th house matters, so that's your work, your career, your calling. Maybe also your boss. Marriage also goes with 10th house as well as 7th house. Cancer, 9th house. Okay, so that's your higher education, your inner wisdom, your values, and also maybe any travels which are to faraway countries. Moon is in Pisces now, and it's great for divination, but it's a little bit hard to keep focus, I find, with all various distractions. I literally feel like I should meditate right now, but there's too much noise in my building. Okay, Leo, 8th house. So 8th house is a house of transformation, house of psychology, psychotherapy, critical situations, also money of other people. Yeah, maybe just think like how it can help you with that. Virgo, 4th house as well. So home, environment, and also family, security. Libra, 2nd house. Okay, Libra, so that's probably money matters. That's how you earn, how your self-esteem is, and also it can improve maybe some kind of, something related to food, belongings. Perhaps you can benefit from that. As far as I remember, Libra had tiger's eye. It's interesting. So guys, I could have connected crystal meanings to houses, but I think the video would get really long. So I just encourage you for this one to just comment and share with us how you understood it for yourself while reading definitions of houses and crystals. I created it specifically to motivate you to learn astrology and crystal healing. Scorpio, 9th house, and also Scorpio is number 8. 9th house we already discussed, so that's your distant traveling and anything related to values or something expanding your consciousness. Sagittarius, 8th house, transformation, therapy, any critical situations. Also 8th house is sexuality, I forgot to mention that, of course. Capricorn, 8th house. Okay, we just mentioned for Sagittarius as well, and there was another sign with 8th house. You can go ahead and listen to that, but briefly it's a house of transformation, sexuality, deaths also, unfortunately. Okay, Aquarius, 9th house. We have a lot of 8, 9 house today, right? Pisces, Ninth house. Okay, so apparently something is in the air with the ninth house, with their tiger's eye, and eighth house. So collectively speaking, we are all in those energies, I suppose, or maybe some of us. So guys, this is your homework again, to research more on this and to connect it all for yourself. Maybe you are inspired to research more on crystals. I wish I could show you all these beautiful 35 crystals which I had, but you know, maybe someday we'll choose other crystals. Today, universe was telling us about specific crystals and houses. Like the video, I hope you enjoyed watching it, and subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed yet. Of course, share it with someone who might benefit from it, and I look forward to reading your comments as well. It's always interesting to know who likes what crystals and how houses resonate with you, you know, how it all correlates with your current life. My name is Tatiana, Life and Glow Wellness, and I hope to see you soon in some other video. Stay well.